Good afternoon, my beautiful YouTube family. This is your girl, Seductive Sha, back again with another video. Sorry that I have been MIA for the past couple of weeks. I had some things that I had to deal with, but now that that's over, I can get back into it. I can get back into these hot topics, shit that's going on in these streets that just don't make no sense, and try to, put some respect on making it make sense out here in these streets. So let's jump straight into it. Hopefully you guys' day is going great. And if not, hopefully this face will make it all better. All right, let's get into it with these weirdo ass hot topics. Okay, we're gonna start off with the very first weirdo at the top of my fucking list. This chick is getting on my fucking nerves. This Krishan chick. What is wrong with this girl? It ain't that much love in the world for me to be pulling out my motherfucking body parts talking about I'm doing this for you, Daddy. Like, no. This is no longer an obsession. This is no longer an obsession. This bitch has a real mental health issue, and she also has self-esteem issues. Because if this man really loved you and wanted to be with you like that, he would not sit back and watch you go on live social media and pull your fucking teeth out and then say that this is for you. What the fuck did he say? After you done did all of this, what did he say to you when y'all got back home? Or y'all allegedly got back together? What did he say to you about doing some dumb shit like that? It just, like I said, you have to make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like I said, this is no longer an obsession. This is a mental health issue. And it's going to come to the point where if this man really does decide to leave this girl, she's going to harm herself or she's going to try to harm him. But this relationship between Blueface and this Krishan chick is not going to end well. It's not going to end well. If she could sit here and pull out her motherfucking teeth for this nigga because he talking about she wasn't reliable and, she didn't hold up her end of the agreement, whatever fucking agreement that they got going on, because allegedly she was at a party with Fabio Foreign or what have you. I don't know if Fabio and Blueface have some kind of beef, but he felt some kind of way that she was at a party with this man and then he broke up with her. Then you turn around the next fucking day, this bitch is pulling out her motherfucking teeth on her gums. Like, bitch, is you crazy? Like, come on, it ain't that much love in the world. It ain't that much long dick in the world either to be pulling out your fucking body parts for some dude. This dude ain't doing this for you. You got mad at him for just hugging a fan and posting it on his social media. Like what? He's supposed to walk down the street, not touch his fans, not say nothing to his fans, not sign no autographs with his fans, not hug his fans and take pictures with his fans. Like, who does that? You jumped out off the deep end just with that. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. You have to make it make sense. You have to make it make sense. And with this couple right here, it doesn't. And it's not going to end well between them at all. At all. I don't trust how this relationship is going to end. Like I said, especially if he really does decide to say, I'm out. And I'm done with this girl. She's weird. And all this other dumb shit. Like, I can't believe this bitch really went and took her tooth out and put my face on it. I'm pretty sure he's side-eyeing her every fucking day. Probably scared to death to leave because he don't know what the fuck she's going to do to him. Or what she's going to try to do to herself or to anybody else because he doesn't want to be with her. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. And I don't know where her family at, where her mama, daddy, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, cousin at, but somebody needs to jump out the bushes on this girl and try to put her back into the right state of mind and bring her back to reality and off this Orion's belt high horse that this girl is on. Because something is not right here. I don't give a fuck how much money he make, how much money he giving her, how much money he spending on her. There's something not right with her. Especially be pulling out your motherfucking body parts, bitch. It ain't It ain't enough love in the world. It ain't enough love in the world. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But something needs to be done about this girl. Something needs to be done about her. Something needs to be fixed. Put back together. Something needs to happen. Something needs to happen with this girl. Because it just doesn't make sense with me. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. It is just so crazy. Okay, we are now moving on. Yeah, I want to talk about the pregnant woman who is fighting her HOV ticket, saying that her baby is she considers her baby to be a person. Of course, this woman is 34 weeks pregnant, and her name is Brandy Batone. Her name is Brandy Batone, and she was driving in the oh my god, I forgot what that damn lane is called. If y'all remember what that lane is called, please write it down in the comments. I don't remember what it's called, but it like the 2-person lane, like, you know, like you're driving with another passenger, but she didn't have another passenger. So they pulled her over. And they gave her a $215 ticket saying that she shouldn't be driving in the HOV lane. It's for 2 passengers or more only. So that's when she said, I do have a second passenger. I'm pregnant. And she shows her big old pregnant belly, 34, 35 weeks. And she said that my baby should be considered a person, because my baby has a heartbeat, my baby is real, my baby's alive, and all this other stuff. So my baby should be my second person. Them police looked at her and said, Miss, please. Like, you gonna take this ticket and you gonna slurp and burp on it and you gonna get the fuck over it. So now she is fighting. She is fighting in traffic court for this ticket, and for her to not have to pay this ticket or whatever. Because, like, you know, because of the Roe versus Wade, you know, being overturned and everything like that, you know, everything is much more political now and things of that nature. But this stupid bitch, no. Because she looked like she been driving for years. This lady fucking know. You cannot use an unborn child as a second passenger. I'm sorry. You couldn't even use, I don't think you can use a baby as a second passenger if the baby is born and the baby is in the back seat. I don't think you could still drive in the HOV lane. Now, personally, I don't drive. I want to, but I'm scared. But I do want to learn how to drive those. So I do know a little bit of things about driving, and I know for a fact that you can't drive in the HOV lane without a second passenger. And you cannot consider a baby, unborn or born otherwise, as a second passenger to where you could drive in the HOV lane. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm definitely gonna be keeping tabs on this one, because I want to see how this is gonna end for this lady and her unborn baby. Because I'm pretty sure by the time this case gets dismissed or gets whatever done to her, she's gonna have, that baby is already gonna be here. She's gonna be still, you know, trying to figure out how to drive an HOV lane with a baby in the back. Like, yeah, so I am definitely going to be keeping my eye out on this story. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I so am. People do the weirdest shit. People do the weirdest shit and try to get away with it. You know, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. But anywho, moving on. Moving on to your boy R. Kelly. Once again, R. Kelly is back in the news after he was sentenced to 30 years in prison, in a New York prison, for sexual trafficking and all of this stuff that he was convicted of. I didn't know that R. Kelly was convicted last year. I thought R. Kelly's case started this year, or it was supposed to start this year, something or another. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all see me doing this, it's the flyaways, because I see it. And that's a pet peeve for me. That's a pet peeve for me. I don't like flyaways. I don't like them at all. I don't like sticking out here. But anyway, anywho, he was convicted last year and was sentenced this year. So He was sentenced to 30 years in a New York court for sex trafficking and, sexual assault and things of that nature. And then a couple of days after he is convicted, here comes this Jocelyn Savage chick talking about she is engaged to R. Kelly. Why are you the only one still following this man? Why are you the only one still rocking with this man? Not his whole team is gone. His whole team is gone. Everybody is gone, but yet you still running behind this man. It's not making sense. It's not making sense. This is, like I said, with the whole Krishan, this is more than just an obsession. This is more than just an obsession. This is now a mental health issue because it's not making sense. This man was sentenced to 30 years in prison. So what, you going to marry this man and become his conjugal visit every other week? It's not making sense. It's not making sense. And then on top of that, R. Kelly has 2 more cases in 2 different states. I believe one is in Chicago and I think the other one is in Missouri, I believe, for sex trafficking and sexual assault of a minor and all this other stuff. Bitches, you dumb. Like, what is wrong with this girl? She really think that R. Kelly is going to make it through 30 plus whatever years or what have yous, and they're going to come home and he's going to come home and they're going to live happily ever after and all this other stuff. Like, no, not at all. Not at all. And I know for a fact that she's not going to fucking stay with no R. Kelly for no fucking 30 years. Not at all. Not at all. Your mama wouldn't even stay with your daddy if your daddy got 2 years in the pen. She's leaving the day that they put the cuffs on him. Okay? Not unless if it's real love. Not unless if it's real love. This is not real love. This is not real love at all. This is real mental. This is real mental. R. Kelly himself is not going to last 30 years in prison. R. Kelly is going to kill himself. R. Kelly is going to kill himself. Nobody in the prison is going to do it. He's going to do it himself. He's going to do it himself and then try to make it seem like they, set him up to be killed or someone in the jail killed him the way that they allegedly killed Jeff Epstein. I don't care what nobody say. Jeff Epstein killed himself as well. Jeff Epstein killed himself as well because he knew that he was going down. So let me get rid of me and then leave everything else on this Maxwell lady who just got 20 years for being Jeff Epstein's right-hand man or woman. Like I said, this is no longer an obsession. This is something mental. And there's something really wrong with this Jocelyn Savage chick. Really something wrong with this Jocelyn Savage chick. I'm not sure if R. Kelly put her up to writing this letter to the judge asking for leniency and not giving him as much time and stuff like that or whatever, and she was hoping that he would only get 10 years as well. Who the fuck is giving a pedophile 10 years? But then again, I'm shocked that they gave him as much time as they did. Because he is the Pied Piper of R&B. And I believe because his well ran dry and he has no more money to give to try to cover up some shit, they had to throw the book at him. But this Jocelyn Savage chick, I don't get her. I don't understand her. And her family is talking about, oh, we didn't know that she was engaged to R. Kelly. Part of my psyche doesn't believe that. They were being questioned about her and R. Kelly being engaged in all this other stuff. Oh, we didn't know. Oh, so you didn't know that she wrote a letter to the judge? You didn't know that? I don't believe that. I don't. That's why when this whole Surviving R. Kelly documentary and stuff went down, I've known about R. Kelly for 30 years, okay? I'm 37. I've known about R. Kelly for 30 years. Him, messing with these young girls out here. I've known this for years. Did it stop me from being a fan? No. But did it make me side-eye him? I side-eyed him when he fucking married Aaliyah. I side-eyed him then. But what did the industry do? Absolutely nothing. Why? Because he was making the money. And like I said, now that the well ran dry and there's no more water to give, now everybody is turning on R. Kelly. Y'all should have turned on R. Kelly when he peed on that 13-year-old girl, in which he got away with. Now everybody is pointing fingers at everybody. Oh, it's the industry. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. No, it's everybody. It's a collection, a collective of everybody who sat back and watched this man do what he did all these years. And now that he's in jail, everybody is washing their hands with him now. Because now everybody else don't want to get in trouble. His whole team is gone. Every single person who rocked with R. Kelly is gone. Gone. They are not trying to have no ties with that man. Because they don't want to admit that they knew in the beginning the type of man that he was. And like I said, because he was making the industry so much money, they didn't give a fuck what he was doing. Just as long as you continue to make us money. And that's it. Just keep bringing in that bottom dollar. Keep being the Pied Piper of R&B, getting these bitches' panties wet. And you continue to keep bringing in them bags. We don't give a fuck what you do. But then on that back end, they just was like, you just better not do it to my people. You better not touch my daughter, my mother, my niece, my grandma. Like, yeah. As long as you ain't doing it to my people, I don't give a fuck what you do. But now you care because there's no more money left to cover up what the fuck he was doing all these years. Like I said, you got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense. You definitely do. You got to definitely make it make sense because this shit, it just doesn't. It's not sticking to my cranium. It's not sticking to my psyche. I don't get it. I don't get it. It ain't that much love in the fucking world. I'm sorry. It ain't that much dick in the world either for me to be sticking somebody for 30 years. Sorry. Can't do it. Thought you had a friend. That's over. Moving all the way on. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen the video of the woman who was trying to downplay her baby daddy because her baby daddy only bought food for his child and not all four of her children. That, oh my God, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I first seen that video, I was definitely Teen Pops. I was definitely Teen Pops, and I'm gonna stay Teen Pops. Those are not his children. You would have an issue if he just wasn't taking care of his. It's your fault as the mother who went and had multiple baby daddies. So don't you think you need to have multiple conversations with your multiple baby daddies? As long as he is taking care of his, that's not his obligation. And that's what women need to seem to understand. If we are in a relationship together, we are boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife, or what have you, and I come into this relationship with multiple kids, or you come into this relationship with multiple kids, then yes, it would be my obligation. But the minute that we break up and we don't have nothing tying us together, then nothing else matters. Everything else is irrelevant. If we came, like I said, if we came into this relationship with outside children, the same way like a divorce, we will leave with our outside children and nobody gets nothing in return. But within our relationship, we have a legitimate child together and we end up breaking up. I would expect for you to take care of yours. The other ones would be my obligation, not yours. She really played herself trying to out this man, thinking that she was going to get somewhere, but she did nothing but hurt her own self and her own reputation. She made herself look like a completely fucked up mother. Why you didn't go to McDonald's and buy all of your kids something when you know every day he only comes with food for his? Oh, my kid shouldn't be left out. My kid shouldn't feel like that because only he got McDonald's and they don't. And then she takes the food and throw it on the ground and say, if they all can't have none, then he can't have none. That's foul. That's foul. You should have just let him go with his pops. Let his pops drive him around while he eat his food so the other kids are not feeling any type of intimidation. It's one thing for you to ask him, like, oh, do you think it's okay, or do you mind that you buy all of the kids something to eat, because right now I don't have it, and it would really oblige me, and I would really appreciate you if you can buy all of the kids some McDonald's. I can try to figure out how to pay you back, or what, out of the kindness of your heart or what have you. That's one thing. But for you to insinuate that man was supposed to feed all four of your kids because y'all got one legitimate together, is fucked up on your part. Do you have this same conversation with your other baby daddies when they come to take care of their one? Because if I'm not mistaken, she got 4 kids by 4 different men. And he may be the only one that's taking care of his. And she was expected for him to take care of all 4. And he kind of told her, sweetie, I didn't lay down with you and make all 4 of these babies. I made one. And my one is going to be taken care of by me, and by me only. Those other 3 are not my obligation. It would have been, like I said, it would have been one thing if she would have asked him nicely and she'd have came at him nicely, because she see that he comes every day with just 1 burger, 1 fries, 1 drink for his son. So she could have, said to him, like, I'm saying, if you're going to come, if you do decide to come and bring him food tomorrow, can you please do me a favor and, buy, something for the other kids, because right now I don't have it. That's what a real mother would do. That's what a real mother would do. And she was expecting for him to just, just take care of her other children. And that is just, that is just so weird. It's just so weird. Like I said, you got to make it make sense. She did nothing but make herself look bad. She did absolutely nothing but make her own self look bad and like a bad mother. And I don't feel sorry for her. And I don't feel sorry for the way that they have been slaying her, dog walking, dragging her all over social media for how she tried to treat that man. I am straight Team Pops all day. If you Team Pops, drop that blue heart, baby, because I'm Team Pops all day. Drop that blue heart, baby. Team Pops all day. And I respect him for the way that he handled that situation. I respect him for the way he handled that situation. Okay. Moving on. I didn't know Meek Mill was having an issue with Jay-Z and Roc Nation. It is confirmed that Meek Mill is splitting with Roc Nation management. Like, I didn't know they had beef. I didn't even know Meek Mill was on Roc Nation. When did that happen? Like, when did that happen? Like, when was Meek Mill on Roc Nation? I don't get it. I don't know. But, okay. Okay. I don't know if that's really news or anything, but for some reason this article is not opening. And I don't know why. Okay. So, I guess when I come back with the next video, I will come back with an explanation as to why Meek Mill is no longer on Team Roc Nation. No longer on Team Roc Nation. Yeah, I want to jump into a story real quick that happened like last week sometime. It's a lot of shit going on in Atlanta. Like, and I know I've heard Atlanta be lit, but I never heard Atlanta be lit like this, okay? There was a mom of 7. She had 7 kids. And she set her house on fire and stabs like 3 of her kids. And The other three kids was able to jump out the window and make it and live. I believe they had a few. One child messed up her ankle. One child messed up her ankle. I believe she broke her ankle, and uh, they lived. But I believe two of the kids were killed. Two of the kids was killed from stabbing and also smoke inhalation, I believe, and yes, this actually happened June 24th. I'm right. Yeah, she tried to, like, why? Why? And it, from what I seen, it really was no explanation as to why she tried to kill her children. Her 9-month-old and 3-year-old are the two who died from their stab wounds on their way to the hospital, and a 5-year-old was also was killed. He also died at the hospital as well. The injuries to the 9 and 10-year-olds from jumping out the window, they was rushed to the hospital, and they seemed to be okay. Like I said, one of them had a broken ankle. The father of these 7 kids had no idea that this was going on because he was a truck driver out of state or something like that. And as this woman is stabbing her children and burning her house down, he is on his way home. He is on his way home from another state, and when he comes home to his house on fire and 3 dead kids. Like, this is just so sad. This is just really, 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 really sad. And this is why men and women who are having children or decide to want to have children, there should be some type of therapy given. Mental state therapy for these men and women, because you don't know what someone is going through. But for you to take it out on your children, hit your children, beat your children, starve your children, allow other people to beat and rape and assault your children because of your own personal mental thoughts is fucked up. It's fucked up. And this is why every single person who does decide to get pregnant and have a baby, and they want to keep this baby for 9 months, there has to be some type of therapy. Once a week, twice a week, for 9 months until this baby is born, there has to be some type of therapy. There has to be some type of parenting classes so you can learn how to take care of these kids. If you couldn't take care of the first one that you had, why are you popping out 6 more? And they're putting these kids' lives in danger. For what? There's still no reason, even up until this day, as to why this lady killed her kids. And it's sad. And it's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. It's really sad. I feel so sorry for those kids. I feel sorry for the baby dad. I feel sorry for their father. Their father who was out there working for 9 people. 7 kids, mother and father, working to take care of them. And this is what he has to come home to. And he has no explanation. No explanation, no reason, no need, no want, no nothing. He has nothing to go back on as to why she did this. I believe up until this day, she still has not given a reason. And it's sad. It's sad. Rest in peace to those 3 babies. Praying for the other 4. Praying for the other 4 that made it. Praying for this father who is now has to be mommy and daddy to those babies. Those 3 babies. Those 4 babies that made it out. Amen to them. Amen to them. Moving on real quick. this is a bizarre fucking story, okay? That I just so happened to come across on Media Takeout. I need to stay off of Media Takeout because sometimes they be lying. Sometimes they be lying, or they be fucking exaggerating, or they be having a lot of misspelled words. Like, I don't know who the fuck be typing up this shit, but I think they need some English remedial because they don't know how to spell. They not putting sentences in the right way. Somebody dyslexic some fucking well. But anyway, it says doctor accused of raping a woman while she was giving birth by C-section. A pregnant woman is believed to have been assaulted by her, I believe it's supposed to be anesthesiologist, if I'm not mistaken, while she was giving birth via a C-section. They was already skeptical of this doctor who had just got his doctor's license 2 months ago. By the way, thank God this happened in Rio de Janeiro and not in the fucking US. I can't, because if this shit happening in the US, I'm leaving. I'm going to somebody other state. I'm going to somebody other country because I can't do this shit. But anywho, they was already, like I said, skeptical of this man and his medical practices that he has been doing in this hospital, in this clinic for the past couple of months. It says, according to local reports, Giovanni Quintella Bazzara, 32, was arrested on suspicion of rape after he was secretly filmed appearing to put his male appendenda, which is his male long dick, in this woman's mouth. She is under a lot of anesthesia. Like I said, she's under a lot of anesthesia because she's having a C-section. Trust me, I know what a C-section is. I had one with my daughter, but I did not want to go under nobody's anesthesia with that. You're going to give me the epidural. You're going to numb my ass from the waist down, and you're going to get this little chick up out of here. That's it. That's it. There was no putting me to sleep. There was no putting me under no type of anesthesia. I watched them cut me open and pull that girl out. I watched them do it. The minute they pulled her out, a bitch went to sleep. Like, that was it. That's it. That's all. You're not putting me under. You're not putting me under. So anyway, like I said, they was already having, issues with his medical practices anyway. So, and the fact that he was dousing, like, I don't want to use the word dousing, but he was giving his patients a little bit too much anesthesia and putting them under, just giving them too much and putting them under for too long. So when they started noticing that he was doing that, that's when they put the secret camera in the room. That's when they put the secret camera in the operating room. And this secret camera, while this woman is getting a C-section, giving birth, they have him on video with his long dick in her mouth. Yes, with his dick in her mouth. And you could see him, like, the video that I was just looking at, you could see that, he's kind of, moving in and out, in and out, in and out. Like, like getting head from this woman while she's under anesthesia giving birth. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Am I surprised? No, because I've heard of dentists doing stuff like this. You going under anesthesia and all that stuff, and you going to sleep, and they fondling you, they touching you. I've heard of men doing it, but I've never heard of women doctors doing it. I guess women doctors are more ethical than men. I guess this is the way for men to get what they want that they wouldn't get if this person was awake. So I'm going to take advantage of them while they're sleeping, and they will never know. Thank God for them putting that camera in that operating room. Thank God they put that camera in that operating room, because it wouldn't have never been able to be proven. And then on top of that, the other people who was in the operating room with him, giving this woman her C-section, they see what he doing and they said nothing. They act like he's not over there getting head from an anesthesia woman. A woman who is not consenting or condoning watching what he's doing. They are standing there and watching this shit. They are standing there and watching this shit. I can't. I can't deal with people. I can't deal with people. That makes you not, like, what about the women who is going under and getting these BBLs and all this other stuff? That takes a lot of anesthesia as well. I wonder what these doctors are doing to them. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yes, he was arrested on unspecific or unspeculated charges or whatever they want to call it or what have you. Like, nah, he was arrested. Most likely he was arrested for rape. And he better have been arrested for rape, sexual assault, something. And Rio de Janeiro, I heard they jails ain't all that motherfucking truth too. Just like Russian jails. They, yeah. Yeah. This shit is ridiculous. This shit is ridiculous. This man better pray they don't kill him in that jail. He better pray they don't kill him in that jail. Like, I can't deal with people. I can't deal with people. I can't deal with people. This shit is the worst. This shit is the worst. This shit is the worst. Like, I can't. Like, I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. Well, I'm not sure if this is over yet or if I should talk about something else. I don't know yet. I think I'm going to end this right here, y'all. And I'm going to come back with another one. Yes, definitely going to come back with another one. May come back with a story time on my next video, and give y'all some little things and some little pointers about me and myself. So I guess I will see you guys later. Stay cool, stay safe, check on your people, make sure that they're good and they're healthy and they're great, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Deuces.